Hello everybody, I'm Yolanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome or welcome back. I'm going to scoot closer to the table. And yeah, I'm going to grab my stuff. Well, the rest of my stuff, because I need a new color. It is, when you watch this, after Wednesday, or on Wednesday. So this means we are going to do a new WIP and Chat. So grab out whatever is your work in progress, aka WIP, and let's have a ramble, shall we? In case you hear some footsteps, that's my husband. I kicked him upstairs. No, he kicked himself upstairs, but yeah. He most of the times goes just upstairs, not to bother me. Because we're both a bit awkward with me filming downstairs, so he makes himself move. So yeah, that's also why you never see him in videos or hear him, because he always makes himself scarce. But yeah, that's the thing, he always does. I do know that I asked like once for like questions to him. Most likely those will be answered like at a certain date by me, that I will ask him those questions. I still need to write them down, so I still need to look up like what WIP and Chat I asked those. So yeah, brain. If I don't do anything directly, then I forget it, and yeah, now it's months later and I still haven't written it down. But yeah, I do know that some people asked the questions when I was like, hey, what things do you want to know about / from my husband? So I written down the questions and I will write down his answers someday in the future. Once I've finally decided to pick up myself and write the questions down. Because, yeah, well, me, brain, that's something. But yeah, then I will ask him the questions, write down what his answer is, and yeah, read them out for you. So that's how that will be going. Also, like somewhere in the future, like maybe somewhere down the line he will like be a voice. But yeah, I highly doubt that. But we'll see. You never know. Never say never. Never. Yeah. But so, yeah. First off, how are you all doing? I hope you had a wonderful time last week. My week was a bit ups and downs. Still trying to deal with, yeah, I guess it's like a depression. I think it is. Highly doubt it would be something else, but yeah, husband is going to a psychologist also for depression. They wanted me to join him for a session to see like if I had something to add to the conversation. So we did that yesterday, and yeah, they basically, without confirming it, told me also that like I'm either at a depression / burnout, either one of those, or yeah, over it. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, sometimes I'm doing okay, sometimes not so much. So yeah, I will just try to keep floating. Just keep floating, just keep floating. The same as I do now, I did there, and she was laughing that I was laughing about a lot of stuff. But I'm like, yeah, well, if I'm starting to cry, then yeah, you can sweep me off the floor. So yeah, trying to see the humor in everything and keep everything nice, airy, and silly. So yeah. But yeah, sometimes I don't need a lot to feel that I'm kicked in the gut and start feeling down again. So I'll take the moments that I'm up. So yeah, that's basically like the motto at the moment. Trying to keep afloat. But as long as I'm floating, I'm not drowning, so we're getting there. Yeah, next week is fall break, fall holiday, vacation, however you want to call it. The kids are, well, our daughter is off school. Son isn't going to school yet, so I can't wait till it's March, April, depending on when directly they will let him go. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. But yeah, there are a lot of stuff that I can't wait for. But yeah, in case you're wondering, in like March, April, at least May, our son will also be going to school. So yeah, he is often enough already in the morning at school, jumping and wanting to go into the school. So do you need to say this school year is not as bad, at least until this point, probably until he is allowed to go in the classroom for one or the other reason with the teacher, and then the end is near. Oh, I'm going to fear how that will turn out on Fridays, because the groep 1, the first year, they are going only Monday till Thursday, and on Friday they're off, and our daughter is already in groep 2, which means they are also in school on Friday. So yeah, I already know that he will start making a fuss because maybe even the same teacher that he will have is in the class then. So yeah, that will be something, but that's a problem for a whole nother day. Oh well, we'll see how everything goes. But yeah. So what have I all been doing? Aside from trying to keep afloat and visit my husband's psychologist. So, first off, before I forget it, okay, I got your box, as you know. Thank you. So, yeah, I will pop up an image here somewhere, because the wonderful Kay from Crafting with Kay, yeah, she sent me a box of goodies. Especially, she sent me a lot of drills for my cross-stitch conversion. So yeah, that helped out a lot. I actually placed like most of what I still needed from page 1 on the square just today. So yeah, I have like not much left that I need from page 1 from at least the squares. So thank you a lot, Kay. A lot of the bigger colors were ones that I really needed. So yeah, that was really nice. It's awesome. So yeah, I have now, especially from square, a lot of the drills I need. I do still need a lot, but we'll get there eventually. But at least I now am, for the square, I am at 10 and a bit percent. So yeah, I'm getting there. It's something. Whoop, come on. But yeah, so that was a really nice box. And yeah, I loved it. You have a few bits and pieces that I still need to sort out. I do need to fill in everything with rounds, but I will do that when I have completed page 2 with squares, so I can just move along with the rounds. But I also need to do the Diamond Art Club version of that. And yeah, I've been going through my back also. Back, butt, whatever it is. It hurts. So I'm trying to not overwork myself, which is easier said than done when you have a brain like mine. So also like yesterday in the evening, I didn't do much. So yeah, that does not help at all. But yeah, so at least I'm trying. Once I have the diamond painting I am currently doing for the time-lapse project, once I have that one done, I will be moving on to the Diamond Art Club version of the one I'm doing on a cross-stitch conversion. So that will be, in case you don't know, Treasure Quest. I was thinking like, what was the name again? So I'm doing Treasure Quest from the artist Randall Spangler as a cross-stitch conversion in both round and square to see like if the detail will pop up in round. And then I also am doing it in a Diamond Art Club version to see like if it is doable to get a cross-stitch conversion, if you would like a challenge like that, for diamond paintings that are already even either discontinued or not available like yet on Diamond Art Club. Like, would it be okay to do it as a cross-stitch conversion? So this is my multi-year madness project and I'm loving it. I will be needing to spend a bit more time on it, but yeah, with my body not cooperating lately, I'm trying to do the best I can, and I'm just, yeah, sometimes I move really fast and sometimes I move hardly at all. So yeah, planning is like end of this week to start the time-lapse version for it. I will upload the time-lapse just when I finish the entire canvas, so that will take probably like a year or so, but at least I have it filmed, so I have something. Do a checkup, like, am I filming? Yes, I am. Good. A couple of weeks ago, I had a very long video filmed, and my camera didn't film a lot. At a certain point, it just shut itself off. So, yeah, that was not nice, so I rather check every once in a while. Oh well, we're getting there. So, what else have we been up to this week? On Friday, we have been doing the last bit of Halloween shopping for probably this year. Yeah, we bought one thing on Sunday because we were going for something else, and then we found it and we're like, ooh, that's nice. We got like a nice cobweb on Sunday, so that's really nice. But we wanted to, well, my husband wanted to have a skeleton because we have like one of those flag pole things you have against your house. We have one of those. I don't even know if we have a Dutch flag. I do believe we have, but we never use it. Too much of a fuss to get it up. But yeah, we have the thing attached to the wall, so yeah, we decided to buy a skeleton and hang that there. It partially falls before our window, so when the sun is shining, you sometimes see some feet dangling. If it's windy, you also hear that thing blowing over like the thing over a window, like words. You like thing where the rolling blinds, if they would literally translate, blackout blinds, basically. You know, like the fancy European things, you roll them down and it's like literally pitch black inside. If you do it at all windows, doors, and etc., obviously. But yeah, so it dangles to there, so you can hear it moving around. But my husband did hang it up that the fingers are interlocked. He wrapped them together one or the other way. I don't know how exactly he did it, but he did it. And now it's like gripping the thing like this, like, he's hanging and hanging from there. So that's fun. We also have some tombstones. As I said, some cobwebs, some pumpkins. One or the other like ghost-like creepy thing. We have a skull. That's all we have outside. We have on our windowsill, we have like a stack of cute Halloween creatures. I do believe it has like a witch, a Frankenstein, a mummy, a few things like that. I don't know exactly what it was. And I believe it has like a sign like Happy Halloween. So that's cute. We have some window stickers at our back window. So yeah, we have some stuff. What else do we have? We have like a few cat lights. We have a cat gnome. We have one or the other, like, looks almost like a Grim Reaper kinda thing with a pumpkin in its hands. A little bit of like a lantern that is black that looks a little bit like mummy-like. And think, we're going around. What else did we got? What else do we have? Yeah, we have some of these like garland thingies with just witches and bats. And that's, I think, it. So, not much special, but it's fun. I do think that my husband thinks that, like, well, I know that Halloween is like one of the most fun things to decorate for, at least here, because we don't have like a really big front garden. So we can't do like, he has like a lot of stuff that he's like, oh, if we would have a bigger garden up front. Doesn't need to be like a lot bigger, but it's like now like you can place your foot in it and that's it. And then a little stair we have at our front door, and that's basically it. So it's not a lot. And he was like, if it would be like 1.5 meters, that's all we need. And he would have like a lot of fun decorating for Christmas and I don't know what all. But yeah, for Halloween you find also like a lot of small stuff that isn't like huge. Because many of the Christmas outdoor stuff is kind of huge. So, yeah. So, yeah, we did that. Did we do something else in the weekend? No, actually we didn't. We didn't do that much, at least in my opinion. But yeah, doesn't help that my body is not cooperating. Yesterday I felt like crap in the evening. I do think that since like last year or something, I have a feeling that I sometimes have migraines, because yesterday evening as well, I started to have like, it feels like a bit of a fuzzy sight. And then after that, I get a terrible, terrible headache. And it's still there. Even like almost 24 hours later. And I have had this happen like a couple of times now, and it's usually like 1 or 2 days after then when it started, it takes before it will disappear. So yeah, that's no fun. But at least now it's not as bad as it was. I took a paracetamol and Advil. Those together will work. Sometimes not. Most of the times it will. Yeah. So it's basically like trying out if it gets too often or taking out of hand, maybe I then go to the doctor like, hey, is there a way that we can confirm that it's migraines or something? Is there anything like a special med I can take that it's not as annoying, because it feels like my head is going to explode. So yeah, that's not a nice feeling. And I hate to take painkillers when I'm not necessary, or when it's not like really necessary. So it's not like I am fast enough in taking them. Even though I now do know that like when I have this like side issue that I need to take something, It's not that I don't see anything. It's just like not my entire vision is focused. So it's not the smartest to go driving in a car then. But it's not that I can't do anything. So at least that's a good thing. But yeah, it's just really, really, really annoying as hell. But yeah, I guess if you also have migraines, that you can relate to that. Even though I don't really sure know if it's migraines or not, but the way I feel, I think it is. Because it's definitely not my regular headache. Because if I just have a regular headache and it is so bad that I do need to take something, I take the tablet and like an hour later it's done. So yeah, that's not the case. I even took something like in the middle of the night last night because yeah, I felt my head was going to explode. So that was not a thing I wanted, obviously. So for the rest, daughter is starting to have some issues in school, which we are not really happy about. Luckily, she has an amazing teacher, so she's already on it, but yeah. And we already started to guess something like this because there's always one kid in my daughter's class that we hear bad things about. It's always this kid this kid that, this kid said this kid said that, and they're always kind of bad things, especially for the fact that they are a bunch of 5-year-olds. So yeah, my daughter often said that the specific kid is telling that she is stupid, she is dumb, she walks funny. What else did he say? She's a baby, stuff like that. And apparently yesterday, so Monday, when I picked her up from school and I got her home, I did see that her school bag was dirty. So it's like, hey, what happened? Because your bag is dirty. And please, if you know that like your lunchbox is dirty, please let me know so I can wash it out. Or if you notice before you put it in your bag, please ask the teacher or one of the lunch moms to help you and get it a little bit cleaner. So yeah, it doesn't start to smell because yeah, it was something like milk or yogurt or something like that. So yeah, I don't want that in the bag because that smells when it's going bad. It really smells. I don't want to have that smell in my house. So yeah. But yeah, she was like, yeah, this kid was pushing against my drinking cup and it fell over, and that's why my lunchbox was dirty. I was like, okay, did you tell the teacher? She was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, good. Because there's also a thing that I say, I'm like, it's a thing, I can't say it to the teacher like, hey, this happened, but I can't do anything about it from home. So the only thing I can do is relay the message to the teacher. But yeah, if the teacher directly knows, she can step in. Which she yesterday did, because apparently when I came to school this morning, the teacher came to me like, hey, yeah, yesterday did she tell the story? I was like, yeah, she said like this and this happened. I was like, yeah, but that's not all. I was like, seriously, that's not all? So she's like, yeah, apparently one of the kids also pushed her hair in like the drink that spilled. I was like, you are kidding me. It's like, oh, was to my daughter like, seriously, you can tell me that, then I would have washed your hair yesterday evening. Because yeah, that's dirty if you have stuff in your hair. I did see that she had the ponytail that she has, and it was different than when I brought her to school. But yeah, she also sometimes is yanking in her tail, so it's like, yeah, well, might be that she just pulled it out and the teacher just simply put it back. So yeah, the teacher was like, yeah, I wanted to ask you yesterday, like, hey, well, at least tell you, like, hey, this and this happened. But I wanted to we'll talk to the parents of that kid first. It's like, yeah, sure, no worries. I was like, yeah, let's be honest, I rather have the kid that is bullying her to be called out first, and me being like told later, either like in a message from the teacher or the day after. That would be perfectly fine by me. But yeah, she was like, I had him yesterday. I was like, good, because I cannot. She didn't tell names, but I was like, I do have a sneaking suspicion that it's this and this kid. And she was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I've heard more about it. It's one of those things like when you're at home, you think like, oh, I need to tell the teacher that in the morning, and you always forget because in the time then when she tells me, yeah, then you don't have your phone near or anything. So like, yeah, that's the thing I wanted to tell you earlier, but yeah. She was like, yeah, I totally understand. It's one of those things like when you're at home, you think about it, and when you're at school, you're like, oh yeah, shoot, I needed to say that. So yeah. But she was like, yeah, if you hear something like that, please let me know. I was like, yeah, I don't know what exactly always happens because I have the feeling that I have the time get like half of the story and not everything, or sometimes it feels like it's a bit twisted or something that I'm like, I don't know the full story. But she was like, yeah, everything you hear, let me know. I'm on it. We're going to see. Well, today, apparently, the kid yanked out her hairband. So, yeah. And she had said both stories. She said that the kid took the hairband from her because he liked the flower and he wanted to have it. But she also said that she gave it to him. So it was like, what is it? I'm lost here. Like, why would you give that? I do get that it's fun, but yeah, even her best friend didn't get anything from her like that. So why would you give her bully that? Still, it's just a hairband. I got it from AliExpress from like few euros for like an entire bag of like 100 or something. So it's not a big deal, but it's the principle that counts. It's like, yeah, you're not going to give away your stuff, especially like when he bullies you. So like, did you tell the teacher? And I didn't get like a really good answer. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to send the teacher a message like, hey, I don't know the details about it, but there was something about the hairband today. So just so you know, heads up. She's like, yeah, too bad that she didn't tell me. It's like, yeah, that's the thing. I always tell her to like, please tell the teacher, or the teacher at least that is close, so they can directly do something about it. So yeah, but I do guess he also doesn't want to keep being a snitch. So I get it, but at the same time it's so sad. She's already like a tiny little kid. And she's the sweetest. I love her dearly. Even though at times I can do her something. But let's be honest, what mom or dad never has a moment that like, I will. Sometimes kids just annoy you to high heavens, and yeah. I think if you're a parent, you know the feeling. If you're not, well, yeah. I can't tell you, but yeah, if you've ever become a parent, you get the frustration. If you don't want to, yeah, that's fine. Do you whatever you want, but don't judge me for saying that at times I could almost strangle my kids. Both of them. But yeah, I still love them. If there would actually happen, something would actually happen to them, I would be devastated. So don't get me wrong. But yeah, this morning I was actually wanting to strangle that kid. Luckily for the kid, I don't know who he is. I know the name, but I don't know the face. But yeah, there's a mom that's living like close to us, and she knows who it is. She's like, yeah, we'll point him out, and the mom too. So I was like, yeah, nice. Do know what kid I need to look out for. Apparently he's also many times early in school. So I was like, okay, I do have like a little description. So let's see what I can find in the morning. Because Mama Bear is on the roll. Gosh, you don't mess with my kids. But I guess that's like basic Mama Bear vibes. But yeah. But the teacher also said, like, she's on it. She has, like, already warned the parents. Or warned. She basically told them, like, hey, this is going on. Because, yeah, it's also what she said. I was like, yeah, if this is now when they're, like, in groep 2, so when they're 5-year-old, imagine what it will be when they will be, like, 10, 12 years old. She was like, exactly, and we don't want that. Nip it in the butt when you still can, when they are somewhat malleable. But yeah, I was talking with a mom, and she was like, if I would hear that a kid bullies my kid, I would seriously. I was like, yeah, but at the same time, like, what would you do? It's not that you can do much. But at the same time, I'm like, where does it go wrong? Is it the kid or is it the parent? Or like thereof? Because sometimes the kids are more at like daycare than anything else. And the kids act out that way, so they get attention. So yeah, that's sometimes also a thing that like, if it's like attention seeking, it's not a good way, but I still can understand. Because, yeah. If you as a kid don't get the attention from your parents, and you do get it when you're misbehaving, I get why they do it. Still, I don't say it's a good reason to do it, but I get it. Yeah. It still feels a bit like when we now finally have her NLD under control, and she's not acting out like every few minutes, because she's doing really well at school. At least I have the feeling. Obviously she still has her episodes, but she is like, also her teacher is like amazing. She's an angel. But yeah, she has a kid that I don't know what, but he also has like something going on. As I said, don't know what, but I know that she said like they also have been going through like the ringer with those kinds of things. So she didn't know, like she asked when we had like a sit down with her, she was like, yeah, what kind of tests did you do? And stuff like that. And also like when we have like the, what we call the play dates, I was like, oh yeah, we had that as well. You feel so judged. I was like, yeah. So it's like really nice, because even when just chatting, you know that she understands where you're coming from. If you say that like you have fear of a certain thing because of how she reacted in the past. Because she gets it. Sometimes when you tell it to like the quote unquote regular mom in school with the kids that are well behaved, not that every kid is completely fully behaved, but you get what I mean. That's like at least not struggling. you sometimes feel that they judge you. Even if they don't, you just feel like it. Yeah, that's just not a great feeling. So having like a teacher that is also a mom herself saying that she totally understands where you're coming from and like she had the same stuff going, and it feels so nice. It feels like really nice. It's like it's her job to care about the kids, but it's nice that she also cares about the parents, or at least understands the parents. So yeah. Even though I do need to ask her, like, can she recommend some activities for her daughter to do during vacation? Do need to remind me, like, hey, what kind of stuff are you working on? What can I do with her to just have her at least sort of like stimulated a little bit in like learning? Not that I'm going to do like entire lessons or something, but like, hey, you have a guideline of some stuff that she might be interested in that is just house mom style. Basically depressed house mom style, but I'm still trying to do some fun stuff with the kids. I want to do some like Halloween crafts and stuff like that. But yeah, do actually need to grab out my box of like random bits and pieces and numbers. But we will see. Yeah, tomorrow will be a book fair. Excuse me. Because it is now Kindle Book Week. Last week and this week actually. Which is like a child's book week. It would translate as. So they have like every time they have a certain theme and stuff like that. And they also do a book fair that they raise a little bit of money for the, well, basically like a parent committee. So for like decorations for stuff and little small outings, and yeah, that's like a little bit of extra support for that, even though I still need to pay like my volunteer like pay to call it like that, because yeah, it's 12 euros for a kid for an entire school year. So yeah, I'm not going to fuss about it. It's not that they aren't allowed to do the certain things, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not going to fuss about it. We have the money available. Yeah, at times money is tight, but it's not that tight that I can't spend a single cent on the kids. So yeah. But yeah, so like the kids are asked to take books to school, and when they take books in, they get 1 coin in return. And they go also with like the class, they go to the book fair. And then the kids, especially like the smaller kids, they get the coin from the teacher at the book fair. And it's for like every kid that brings something in. So it's not like for every book. Apparently they did that 1 year, but then some kids come in with like 20 books, and yeah, then the book fair is empty by the time the rest of the kids come. So yeah, so it's like 1 per kid. I was like, yeah, totally fine, because otherwise you can't raise the money for the parent committee. So that is kind of obvious. But yeah. Yeah, it's also tomorrow and the day after school, so on Wednesday and Thursday. So, but yeah, every book is €1, and yeah, they can go. So it's like, so we're probably going to give our daughter like 2, maybe €3, so she knows like, okay, every coin is 1 book, but I don't need to spend everything. So that's the thing that I'm going to try to say, like, hey, you don't need to spend everything. It's okay if you do, because they both love books. It's like you don't need to buy anything. If you don't find a book that you like, fine. You don't need to buy anything. But if you do buy, that's also fine. But yeah, I guess that's also everything I can ramble on about for today. So rambling for long enough. It's again 40 minutes, so I guess that's my usual, somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour. So that's where I aim for. Good thing that I always ramble on about stuff, otherwise I wouldn't have much to talk about. But yeah, if you like these random ramblings, or you like diamond painting in general, also if you like time lapses and you haven't subscribed to my channel before, please consider doing so. That would help me out a lot. And yeah, if you don't want to, or you're already subscribed, please at least like the like button, hit the like button, and give this video a thumbs up if you're still here, or thumbs down if you disliked it, but I guess you wouldn't be here. But whatever you choose, I'm fine with both. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, whatever applies. If there's anything you want me to know, you want to tell me, you want to ask me, again, whatever applies, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. But without further ado, do all the fun YouTubey stuff, and I hope to see you in a next video. Bye!